Tech workers of Reddit, what is a dirty secret about the AI industry that the general public doesn't realize? If your job starts having you constantly logging random information and interactions about your duties, you're probably training AI to do your job. I'm an associate professor at a major university, and a student's graduate project is using AI-generated quiz questions to enhance testing. I had to play along with the department, and now students are obviously using ChatGPT to answer AI-generated questions. I just graded final papers, and most feel like they were written by a robot. We're doomed. Edit. It's an online master's program for everyone suggesting in-person testing. Students use AI for discussions, quizzes, assignments, papers. I just finished my BS through an online program at a California state school. My major was business administration with a concentration in HR. Most of my classes were solid, with teachers who were experts on the subject they taught, who gave my challenging work that I learned from, and I believe will make me grow in my career, except for my HR classes. I had the same teacher for every single HR class, and I'm not convinced she was an actual human teacher. I think I had her for 3 or 4 classes. I'm 100% sure she made us buy a $100 AI-generated textbook online the first semester I had her. It wasn't from a credible publisher, and I couldn't even cite it in my work because it had no author or date of publication. Every chapter would start with what the chapter would cover, and then never actually give any information on the subject. Just, in this chapter we'll discuss XYZ, and then it would never actually give info on XYZ. I was literally going nuts trying to read the text because I was getting nothing from it, and didn't realize it's because there was nothing to learn. Her assignments were also incredibly convoluted and didn't align with the material she taught. They were impossible to do, and I'm certain they were AI-generated. In the following classes I had with her, she moved on to some platform that I also believe was AI-generated, but at the very least presented information that seemed legit, but her assignments stayed the same. I gave up and just started completing every single assignment with AI. I didn't even fake like it was my own. She gave us garbage input, so she received garbage output. It was an easy A, but I'm disappointed that I didn't learn anything of value from her. Not really. Do essay tests completed in ink on paper in person. You know, old school. You have no reason to believe me, but I have been in the room with some extremely influential people in the industry, and I am not exaggerating when I say that most of them do not know what the fuck they are talking about. These guys are so fucking cooked. They don't understand extremely fundamental concepts in computing and mathematics and data science, much less the higher order concepts they wax poetic about. If you were to walk into a room with them and explain the fast Fourier transform, they would walk right out in front of an audience 3 hours later and claim to have invented it, and that it is proof that AGI is coming any day now. There is an enormous economy around training the models that relies on countless hours of minimum wage drudgery. I've worked in that exact industry for the past 11 years, and it's extremely predatory. Most of the people who take these jobs are disabled, caretakers of the disabled, single parents, students, etc., and have no other choice. The companies are fully aware of that and exploit it at every turn. We are treated like expendable garbage and not even compensated enough to even it out, despite our work being central to the success of their flagship products. It's very much a digital sweatshop. I'm working on a degree to escape it, but as a single parent, it's hard af to dig yourself out of the hole when you have to work 80+ hours a week on this shit to survive. And labor from countries with limited labor rights and low salaries. This is public, but OpenAI signed $500 billion worth of contracts through the next 10 years, but fails to turn a profit yet. Long play for that big Bezos payoff at the end. Yeah, that's essentially how he got Amazon going. The first decade it didn't really turn a profit, but he just kept racking in money to build the first monopoly of its kind. Google make around $250 billion per year from controlling nearly all of the online advertising market. OpenAI need to recoup $1.5 trillion, $1,500 billion, just to break even on their hardware investment costs. Their current revenue is just $13 billion per year. I think this is the key point. The technology is useful, but companies are only charging end users a tiny fraction of what it actually costs to deliver it. The cost-benefit analysis will completely change once these companies actually need to turn a profit. The good news is, I think that will recalibrate a bunch of AI will replace all human workers doomsposting. But it will also be a disruptive event for a lot of companies that are leaning heavily on AI tools and using them to deliver value. It's the same old story in tech. Create a product and make it free or cheap to get users. Everyone signs up. realize you need to make money, and shitify the product in order to turn a profit. AI will not be immune to enshitification. I guarantee you more than half of the people answering this aren't tech workers and are just regurgitating online knowledge. A ton of what is labeled as AI is just spreadsheets and algorithms that have existed for decades. Companies are calling anything done by a computer AI for marketing purposes. That most people don't understand what the fuck AI is, even tech people. AI is a very broad category. Everyone automatically assumes it is the Mad Lib-style LLM AI. However, AI learning models have been around for a long time and do a variety of things. Things like your spam filter, predictive text, or your nav system's traffic avoidance. These are all variations of AI in the category of machine learning. These are tools which don't take jobs, they make our lives easier. Then there are AI machine learning models that do take jobs, but actually do so much better than a person can do. Like ones that examine components for defects. They can identify things people may miss far quicker. This allows for better quality and safer products. That most jobs are safe from it, but the corporate sector thinks they are saving money by reducing staff. People are still needed to make AI work. It doesn't just know what you want. Yep, it's only as good as the data given to it. Most companies are far from having all their data centralized and contextualized. This includes interdepartmental data and even areas of the businesses where each segment doesn't know what the other team does. AI needs all of it centralized and at minimum to make real change. God, it is so dumb sometimes, and I don't get why no one notices or seems to care. I work in compliance, which is making sure my company is following various regulations correctly. I'm not a lawyer, though. A lot of what I do is people at work calling me asking if they can do something, or how to do it within the regulations and me researching it and getting back to them. I use Google a lot. Before you freak out, no, I don't just do my job through Google, but when you're trying to find specific paragraphs, needles, in all the regulations that might apply a haystack, a lot of times a Google search will link you straight to a relevant section of law, and I can go look it up properly from there. Anyway, this used to be a lot easier when Google was completely keyword-based. I would know the right terminology to use, and it would pop right up what I needed. It's been getting harder and harder as Google gets more involved in giving you what it thinks you want. Anyway, lately I'll search for something, and the AI answer at the top will just be flat completely wrong. Like, holy shit, that is not true at all. How did you come up with that? To the point I have to wonder what good it is at all. Asking AI for an answer is like asking a complete idiot who also has no context to make up an answer with vaguely relevant words. If AI is a force multiplier, companies have two options. 1, reduce workforce to offset this performance gain and achieve the same amount as before with less people. 2, keep the people you have and gain more market share by leveraging the labor you already have along with the force multiplier provided by AI. It's telling that pretty much every company is choosing option 1. If it was everything people claimed it was, they would all be piling into option 2 and trying to win more of the market. Instead, it's convenient cover to reduce workforce while keeping a nice PR story. Lots of companies waste huge amounts of money using AI to solve problems that would be far easier to solve without AI, just so their execs can say, "We use AI too," to the market. Genuine organizational use cases where AI is the best of all available solutions and provides true ROI are vanishingly small. The current market around it is a huge bubble, but everyone's too invested to let the cat out the bag. It's the corporate equivalent of a tween trend, with trillions of dollars behind it. It's just reinterpreting what it finds on the internet. Geico garbage in, garbage out still applies. Indeed, I get annoyed at people who think it is the voice of God speaking to them. They keep saying general AI is around the corner. The current technology is fundamentally incapable of becoming a general AI. It's like saying any day now your toaster will become a TV. Edit. The replies are hilarious. Half of them think that's preposterous, of course AGI is right around the corner or already here. And the other half say no one else is claiming that. Thank you very much for watching. In the comments, you can share your story, and don't forget to check out other videos on my channel.